How would you rank your Japan experience?
I don't know yet because I've only been here one day.
I don't know if we can count that as a trip, if we should rate it or not. We do love it, but
No comment.
Let's not talk about that.
It was a different time.
Unfair assessment.
But it's
Yeah.
lovely. It's really good.
it's a good experience.
How would you rank your Japan experience, especially compared to other countries or other travel experiences you had? Let's find out from the tourists that are actually hitting Harajuku and Japan right now. So let's go and ask foreigners in Japan. Hey, where are you from?
Yeah, I'm from Azerbaijan.
You are our very first girl from Azerbaijan ever. So this is going to be exciting. So why Japan?
Firstly, I liked Japanese anime, and it was like when I was in my middle school. And then I got interested in Japanese culture and then Japanese music, rock music like Visual Kei, also Japanese variety shows.
Variety shows?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like I like Japanese idols, and they starred in a lot of variety shows. So I watched them a lot and got to know more about Japanese culture and learn Japanese language. So I thought that it would be very cool to move to Japan.
Japanese variety shows are one of your interests. That was really interesting. And in how many countries have you visited in your life?
Actually, I've never visited a foreign country except for Japan.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I've only been here.
Okay, good. Well, then please rank living in Japan from a 1 for like okay to 10 best place to live.
Yeah, I've actually never lived somewhere else, so I can't tell, but maybe like comparing to my life in Azerbaijan, it's 8 from 10, or maybe 9.
8 or 8. Oh.
Yeah, it's alright.
What's good about living in Japan?
It's just easy to live. Like you can find everything. You can go to your favorite movies and concerts and listen to your favorite bands. And like there's a lot of different clothing. Like you can enjoy fashion too in Japan, and different like dishes from all over the world. So I think it's pretty cool, and also it's clean, and people here are very kind and polite. So I like it here very much.
What's a good difference between living in Azerbaijan and living in Japan? What's like a big difference?
Big difference. Like people in Azerbaijan are more easygoing and like they're more friendly to strangers, but they're not as polite as Japan. Like for example, when it's rush hour, they just rush into the train without waiting, and in Japan you just stand in the line and wait for your turn to enter. So, yeah.
Yes, the differences there. All right. You seem like you travel a lot. Please rank your Japan experience, your Japan travel experience from a 1 for kind of mid to 10 best thing ever.
10.
10.
10.
10 for you too.
10. 11.
Can you give me maybe a country ranking of countries you've been to? This is my number 1 country to go, number 2 and number 3. I know that's a really hard one. It's a really unfair one, but if Japan is in your top 3, please let us know.
Well, for sure, I can do that. So it's Japan, Japan, Japan.
And what is like your ranking?
Okay, I would say Guatemala, Bolivia, Japan.
Hey, top 3. Wow. Okay, you said Japan, Japan, Japan. What do you love about Japan? Like, why do you keep coming back?
Oh, well, first time I came here, I was younger. I was in university, and I was probably 13 when I first saw Akira, my first anime, and got interested in Japanese culture. And actually, when I was 5 years old, I saw my first anime. It was Saint Seiya. Hi. So it's an older anime, and really fell in love with the series, and I watched it in French. because I used to live in Belgium when I was a child.
You guys are so international.
Yeah, and they played it on the national TV over there in the mornings, morning cartoon, and I fell in love with it. And kind of, I had my hair long, and I had everything, yeah. And I just fell in love with the culture. I found out more about the culture and more about Japan as I got older. And then I went for the first time when I was 20 years old, and back then there was no smartphones, there was no laptops and stuff, so you had to navigate looking at the map, and it was a different time. Yeah.
And now in Japan, like now that you're here, what is like your must-do travel thing?
So for me personally, it's just walking around extensively into streets and areas that I don't know where I'm going. So off of a main drag or off of a main street, and there's a French word, it's called flaneur. It's called Culinary. So basically walking around and being fully present and experiencing and watching different materials, different stuff. And in Japan, every time you look up or you look somewhere, you're going to see something that you weren't expecting or something that's different that doesn't exist back where you're from. So it just keeps it so exciting. And wandering around is my biggest suggestion to anybody coming around here.
Getting lost on purpose kind of thing?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Getting lost on purpose.
Hi, lost on purpose.
So far with the days you've had, give me a ranking from 0 to it wasn't great to 10, best thing, best travel, just journey ever. How would you rank your Japan experience?
10, I would say. Yeah, I've loved it. Yeah, one of my favorite countries we've ever been to.
Oh, why?
I don't know. There's just something about it. It feels really safe as well, which is really nice. You don't have to like look over your shoulder or anything. Yeah, especially as a girl. So yeah.
100%. I agree with you.
Yeah.
What is your ranking of Japan experience, 1 to 10?
I think 10 as well, yeah. We actually said earlier on that we would come back here. So usually we'll wait until the trip is finished and we'll be like, do we want to come back to this country? But I think because we're only in Tokyo for like 5-6 days, and even Tokyo is so vast, we're not even going to be able to see all of it, let alone all of Japan. So we'll definitely come back and see more. Yeah.
Awesome. Since this is a part of a full country trip here on this side of the world, ranking wise, the countries you've been to, can you rank them right now?
I would say Japan, Australia, Korea, China would be mine.
Ooh, Japan is on the top of your list?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Okay, what is your rank the countries you've been to?
Australia, Japan, South Korea, and China. Yeah.
Please rank your Japan trip from 1 is the lowest, 0 points, 10 to the highest, 10 points, and let me know what you enjoyed the most.
For me, it's a 10. It's sure. I think I love the food. I love to eat, and we eat very, very well in France. We discover another taste in Japan, and I love Japan food.
You discovered another taste. I want to hear more about that. What food gave you that another taste? Any food you really liked in particular?
Ramen, miso ramen, Kumamoto ramen, like même the sushi. It's not like it's not the same in France. We have sushi salmon, but here we have so many sushi. We don't have this in France. We don't have sweets like in Japan. Red bean, extra. We don't have this in France.
You can eat red bean sweets. You like those?
Not all the red bean, but sometimes I like it. We like the. We can find it in Miyajima. The Mumanji, and it was very good.
So 10 out of 10 for you, especially the food. How would you rank your Japan holiday? 1 worst, 10 best?
10.
10.
Because we discover many cities, Osaka, Kyoto, Nara, Hiroshima, Kumamoto, and Tokyo, and it's but there are other cities, so we maybe
I hope to come again. I hope to come again.
You went to a lot of places in only 2 weeks, and you also said Kumamoto, like Tokyo, Osaka, Kyoto. I hear a lot, but why Kumamoto?
For the One Piece statue.
It's for One Piece.
If you had to rate your Japan experience, give me a ranking from 1 with like kind of mid, but 10 absolutely amazing.
So we're technically on day 2/3, but already definitely a 10 by far. It's just everyone's been lovely. The scene's been amazing. The food's been incredible. It's just the only downside is if you are coming to Japan and you plan on going walking, please bring good shoes. I have so many blisters and now I'm wearing kimono shoes. So not a good combo.
God.
But the things you do for the things you love.
Give me a list of the things you definitely want to do and like you think you want to have tons of fun there.
So I took a day trip out yesterday to Matsuda to go and check out the Cherry Blossom Festival. That was beautiful. And
Were there already cherry blossoms?
there was actually a lot of them are starting to wilt because they had snow. So and cherry blossoms are very fragile, so they were browning up a little bit. But there's a delicious cherry blossom soft serve at the top if you walk the right way. But let's not talk about that.
You walked the wrong way and that's why you have blisters on your feet?
No,
I think that's a yes.
that is definitely a yes. But never mind. And then I checked out the Thousand Cat Temple because I'm a big fan of cats. I have my own cat at home and I keep getting my update photos of her missing me dearly. But so I'm like, I have to get a lucky cat to just remind me my cat is my luck charm and she's okay and I don't need to stress about it too much. And then just a little bit of just taking the train wherever my heart feels and just walking. I have blisters already, but who cares?
Get yourself more cozy shoes.
Absolutely. I was just, before you stopped me, I was like, those are cute shoes. Let me have a look at those, which I will be going to afterwards.
Yeah, I think after this interview, we're going to have to take her back to the shoe store.
Absolutely.
What is like one of the things you're really looking forward to this trip that you will know it will be a 10 when you go there?
We're going to a sumo show, like that, and we have a reservation for this bar. We found it on Instagram called Bar Centerfolia or something, and it's like the bartender's really famous. It was really hard to get a booking there, but I did it. We're going there on our last day.
Ooh.
Yeah, and
what are they famous for?
all the cocktails are like really extravagant, quite expensive. Yeah, so he used to be a bartender, so that's why we're going. Yeah,
nice. That is very unique thing.
Yes, yeah. You actually found it, didn't you? I think on Instagram.
Yeah, I did. That's also mine as well. Sorry
Yeah.
to not give you a different answer.
Yeah,
it's going to be amazing. So fun. We're also engraving chopsticks as well, which I know may sound a little bit boring, but I just like the memorabilia, to be honest. That'll be really fun. Yeah.
Are you engraving it just for yourselves or family members as well?
probably just for us. Yeah, to
probably,
use. Yeah.
Since you're taking her on her first Japan trip, where are you taking her on this Japan date trip?
So actually for Valentine's Day, we have reservations for a nice dinner at this restaurant Sensu. It's going to be chef's table. And after that, we're going to go out with some friends, some local Japanese people that I met 2 years ago. And just going to have a good time. A lot of kanpai, a lot of biru, a lot of sour, lemon sours and whiskey and
Ooh, and another thing for your date trip is a shopping spree.
Yeah, definitely. Today's the shopping day.
All right, what did you get?
We got so many sunglasses, fleece, and I even got like a new bags. Yeah.
You prep.
We're gonna need a new suitcase to get home.
Get an extra suitcase.
I saw some over there that we're gonna check out.
There you go. Has it been a good date so far?
Yes.
Yes. How about you?
excellent day. Many more lovely days to come. This is our second day. We're going to be here another 5 days.
Yeah, we just flew in last night.
Wow. Okay. So there's like many more things to happen.
So much to do. Yeah, so much to do.
That's awesome. Are you going to do some surprises? If you are, don't tell us now. But we can have you stand away for a moment if there's some surprises. Are there some surprises?
No comment.
Oh, okay. Is there anything you know that's going to happen or anything you're looking forward to?
No, because I did not look closely at the itinerary. Actually, every time we go somewhere, he makes the best itinerary, and I'm kind of just like go along with it, and it's always the best time.
Oh my goodness. That is material. That is wedding material. I'm just saying, boyfriend material, wedding material. That sounds awesome. There's a lot of Japanese girls who actually say they wish their partner was like, he should do the planning and the itinerary, and they just like have
I love
fun.
it. I feel so lucky.
Please rank your Japan experience so far from 1 for like kind of mid to 10 best place ever.
10 for sure. Yeah. If it could hit 11, then yeah.
Hey, why so?
Just it's so different to Australia, and it's it's summer over there, so experiencing it in the winter here is so beautiful. The people, the culture, just everything. It's unreal. Yeah, it's a pretty special place.
Skiing experience also, would 1 to 10?
Oh, I would say where we were was a 10, but I did hurt my knee on one of the slides. No. So I know, but that didn't stop us from having a good time and, experiencing it all. So yeah.
Can you just explain to me, because I have actually never skied in Japan, how did you get the pass, the place, the hotel? Is that like a set? How did you get hold of that all the way from Australia?
Friends with a type A personality, because that's not me. They send me every link that I need and I just buy it. That's how.
All right. You're just like, send it my way. I'll take it.
Yep.
Okay.
Exactly that.
Good. Yeah, you have good friends to do the research for you.
Yep, that's it.
Now, you said you travel a lot. And since we were ranking, I am curious, name me your top 3 ranked countries like to travel to.
Italy, number 1. Just again, the food, the culture, the people, the gelato. I'm going to be biased and say Australia. I know I live there, but it's such a beautiful place and everyone should visit. And then I have to put Japan as 3 for sure.
Yeah, in your top 3.
Yes, yeah, for
Fantastic.
sure.
Next to your home country and Italy, that's actually a good place.
Yeah. Nice and sandwiched in there.
Would you come again?
Yes, definitely. Yeah.
Would you come to a different season or again for snowing?
Oh, cherry blossom season would be up there for sure. Have to come in the spring. And also just to see different sites and places. Definitely. Yep. Yeah.
Awesome. I rate my Japan experience a 10 out of 10 or 11 out of 10 or 100 out of 100 because I am still here. One thing that is absolutely amazing is sometimes just how the attitude towards customers here is next level. For example, if you go to a theme cafe, the staff will, for example, stay in character to serve you. It may be a maid cafe or, for example, the Kawaii Monster land as well. The staff will stay in character for you to entertain you, make sure you have the best experience possible, always a smile, lots of like magical gestures or all those kind of things. I can't get that anywhere else in the world, to have that sort of service where people stay in role or in character to entertain you. Fantastic. It's like something new to experience in Japan every day. But there's more that you can experience in Japan, and we're going to show you. There's another video here that might be right down your alley, and I hope to catch you soon here on the Ash Japanese channel. Thanks for hanging out. Bye.